Claudia Lee may be best known for her television role on Disney's popular sitcom Zeke and Luther, or her new role on the hit CW series Hart of Dixie. What many fans may not know is that she also has an incredible singing voice. We caught up with Claudia to find out how she has time for careers in both music and television, especially at such a young age. Here's Kelly with more.
Got a special treat today, Miss Claudia Lee, in from Hollywood to Nashville. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Good. Now, we all know you from your Disney show, and I mean, the kids love it.
Oh, thank you.
And you've recently recorded a whole country album.
Yes.
And landed a big part on Hart of Dixie.
Yes, I'm very blessed. My album means so much to me. I've been working on it for over 1.5 years now, and it's just so exciting that it's going to be finally released and everyone gets to hear it. I'm really, really thrilled about that.
Yeah, now how in the world did you have time? You went from one show to another and recorded the whole time in between, or what?
Well, yeah, I started recording Zeke and Luther. We were working on that, and while I was working on Zeke and Luther, I was recording my album. And I've been, like I said, working on this for over 1.5 years. It's been a project that I wanted to put so much time in and give my full 150% and not give it just 50%. So the reason why we took so long on it was because it's so meaningful and each song has its own message, and it just means so much to me, and I'm just so excited that, like I said, that everyone gets to hear it.
And you wrote a lot of the songs. I see. Yes, Hollywood Sunset.
I didn't write Hollywood Sunset. Adam Iscove wrote that. I wrote 4 songs on this album, and I'm writing for the second one right now because I was a little apprehensive at first to put my own music on the album because I wasn't sure how people were going to react to it, and it was just kind of new territory for me because I've been writing my whole life, but that stayed in my journal, that nobody has ever seen that, and so it was kind of just a big moment for me. So I'm really excited for the second album. There's going to be a lot of great music that is written by me, but there's really beautiful songs that I wrote on this album as well.
And which ones did you write?
I wrote Papa's song, Here Right Now, which is the title of the album, Pave the Way, and I Want to Be Your Friend. The reason why I went with Here Right Now as the title of the album was because I think it really explains, I'm here right now, accept me for who I am, and enjoy the music. So I think that's a really cool title.
Good story. And you also are a strong supporter and go out and speak to kids all over the country about bullying.
Yes, I do.
Talk a little bit about that. Is that in any of your songs?
Yes, I have one song that is called It Gets Better. It supports the It Gets Better campaign and the Trevor Project. And when Max, my producer, approached me with the It Gets Better song, I immediately said yes. I couldn't say no because it's such an important cause and something that I wouldn't want to shy away from. I've had friends that have experienced bullying and everything that's been going on in the news as well. So I just wanted to have a voice with that organization and let people know that even in your toughest moments, if you lost a job or you're going through something with your family, there's always hope, and even in your darkest moments, it does get better.
It gets better, this won't last forever, come whatever.
Everybody make sure you get the album from Miss Claudia Lee. I know we're going to hear a lot from you.
Thank you so much.
Busy girl.
Yeah, I'm busy, but it's a great juggling act. When I'm not busy, I freak out, and I'm like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? So I really like being busy.
It's fun to be busy. Well, thank you so much for catching up with us, and we're going to follow you and keep your album and watch your show. Tune in to Hart of Dixie.
It's time now for our weekly songwriter tip brought to you by our friends at Nashville Songwriters Association International. This week we sit down with Brian White as he talks about writing with others.
Co-writing is one of the things I encourage everyone to do because, as it says, 2 heads are better than 1. Somebody may pull an idea out of you when you get in the room that you've already kind of mindset, this is the way this song should go, and they may turn and say, well, what if we did this? Something you would have never thought of. And it gives you a checks and balance. A lot of times it's hard for us to be our own worst critic, but we need that. But somebody else in the room sometimes can kind of help us see that maybe that wasn't as strong as it could be and push us to another direction. But co-writing, and you're around people all the time that have that opportunity to write with you. So I encourage co-writing big time.
You can learn more about NSAI by visiting NashvilleSongwriters.com. That's about all the time we have for today's show, but if you want to enter this week's drawing, we have some hot new music up for grabs from Claudia Lee. Head on over to InsideMusicRow.com to register. Now, if you want to get Inside Music Row to go, search for the True Country app and download it today to get exclusive artist features and interviews. We're going to leave you today with Trace Adkins and his daughter Trinity as she thinks they're just fishing. Don't miss out next week when we catch up with Luke Bryan. Until next time, I'm Bailey for Inside Music Row, and I'll see you again real soon.